In a world where greed often overshadows compassion, Zari was born into the hands of a random breeder, someone more interested in profit than the well-being of the tiny lives they brought into the world. Sold at a mere 33 days old to a family who had never experienced the joy of pet ownership, Zari was thrust into an environment that she simply wasn't ready for. The family, unaware of the delicate needs of such a young kitten, left her a bowl of dry food and thought she would instinctively know how to care for herself. 2 days passed, and it soon became clear that something was terribly wrong. Zari was weak, dehydrated, and unable to eat or drink. As her tiny body began to shut down, she suffered from seizures, her spirit desperately clinging to life. The family, alarmed and frightened, reached out to Amos. They drove Zari to one of Amos's volunteers, who was waiting with hope in her heart. From that moment on, a fierce battle for survival began. Renisa, the volunteer, sat by Zari's side through the long, agonizing nights, whispering words of encouragement as the kitten fought against the odds. With each visit to the vet, Zari received fluids and tender care, her tiny body slowly beginning to respond. The tragedy of Zari's plight is that all of this suffering could have been avoided had she been allowed to stay with her mother longer. As she began to recover, her needs shifted. She required bottle feeding and eventually graduated to soft food, which she relished. Though Zari was small, barely the size of a human palm, her personality was larger than life. Fearlessly, she navigated a world filled with much larger cats and dogs, yet Zari's journey was not without its challenges. Throughout her recovery, she developed multiple open wounds that would appear seemingly out of nowhere. It became clear that her fragile health was likely a consequence of the breeding practices that prioritized profit over well-being. Zari would require lifelong care, and she found a safe haven with Amos, where she could thrive among other special needs animals. Today, Zari is a stunning lady with the most expressive eyes, radiating happiness and love. Though her journey has been marked by struggle, she is cherished and will be for the rest of her life. Yet the shadow of her breed looms large. Scottish Folds, known for their distinctive features, are prone to a host of serious health issues, including arthritis and other debilitating conditions that can drastically shorten their lifespans. This is why it is crucial to advocate against the breeding of such breeds. Zari's story is a poignant reminder that the life of any living being should never be a product of profit. Instead, let us celebrate and protect the lives of animals like Zari, who deserve a chance to live free from the burdens of their lineage. Let her journey inspire us to change the narrative and to say no to breeding practices that compromise health for appearance. No creature should suffer in the name of beauty. Every soul deserves a life filled with love, care, and the chance to simply be.